I first surfed in Australia probably almost 15, 20 years ago and didn't catch on, didn't have the right board, didn't really get good instruction, and it kind of passed me by for a while. And then moving to Oregon, some life circumstances changed and I had a lot more time and was close enough to the ocean. Some friends took me out a couple times and then it just one day took a hold.
At my age, most people are starting to get worse, and I'm trying to get better because I didn't start learning until I was 49. And it's my whole life now. It is where I get my zen, I get that catharsis, cathartic feeling of the day that I used to get from running, and I had a bad injury and I can't run anymore. So it was what replaced my running and ended up being even better than the euphoria you get from running. It's quite vital in my life.
I'm still surprised what surfing means to me at this point because I didn't expect it. It's totally a vital part of my life at this point.
Surfing is so multi-layered in its meaning for me, and I think anybody that's ever fallen in love with surfing, it's a release, it's a challenge, a connection with nature.
Surfing, honestly, it doesn't mean much to me. I enjoy being out there in the water, I enjoy catching waves, but honestly, I'm not overly passionate about it. And yet, to come here for the second year, I absolutely love this place. The coaches just make surfing incredibly fun and easy, and even though I haven't surfed a lick since the last year I was here, immediately picked it back up and had a great time, and I would recommend it to anyone. You're gonna have a great week when you come here.
Or who has a wife that's obsessed with it.
If your wife is obsessed, come and let her enjoy herself, and you will have fun too, I promise.
When I was a teenager even, I used to body surf and boogie board, and I did it for years. Never quite took up surfing, I'm not sure why. My son, who's now 33, he was about 16, 18, he really started to surf a lot. It caught my attention, one, because it's fun, and two, it's like, I want to do something where I can hang out with my son.
This is my first time here at Surf Simply. I've been researching it for a while and watched a lot of the videos and learned a lot from Rue's videos about catching waves and different things.
I started really thinking hard about what do I got to do to improve, and I did a Google search, came up with Rue discussing some aspect of surfing. I was really excited, and I watched 4 or 5 of those by him, and it was like, this stuff is brilliant. I mean, this I can do something with this. I could learn from this, and ultimately go out with my son to bigger and better places where he would like to go.
It just seemed like the right place based on all that I learned without even being here.
This is the 3rd time I've come to Surf Simply. I wanted to come back because it's just the best instruction you can get. I'm convinced of that.
I came back the 2nd time really just because I had such an amazing first time, and my learning curve from when I started that first week to the end of the 2nd week was just so drastic.
This is my 2nd visit to Surf Simply, and the first trip was the best vacation I've ever taken without family, so it was a no-brainer to come back.
It's very professionally run. It's a lot of fun. You meet wonderful people from interesting walks of life and different backgrounds.
That's the best part of it, because you'll meet people that are very much like you, and yet they're totally different from you in where they're from, their age, their backgrounds.
It's just so fun to make new friends as an adult.
You have this experience all week together, and you will just laugh and have a ball.
We have laughed so much this week. Everyone just is so supportive, and then we all just sit around the table afterwards and just laugh about how, we either ate it pretty bad or cheered each other on.
You could tell we clicked immediately. We're making little jokes at each other.
Super fun.
But you're all connected.
Everything meshes.
Because of surfing, regardless of your skill level.
It's not a competitive thing. It's a collegial thing. Everybody's cheering each other on and want to see each other do well, and you get interested in other people's lives and their backgrounds, and you're willing to share and talk and spend that time kind of offline, and then you paddle out with someone you just met and you're patting them on the back and vice versa, and it's just great fun.
I'm just convinced, just by who's drawn to Surf Simply, that you end up with incredible dynamics. It's a great place, really phenomenal people.
It's a nice dynamic, I think, and that's why I came back.
My wonderful fiance Jen, who is the most supportive woman in the world, she's the reason I was able to come back. She saw the videos from last time I was here. She said I looked like so happy, and so she was excited and encouraged me to come back this time. So I love her. Mwah.
I want to say hi to my wife and my daughter. We were away for Valentine's Day. It truly shows what an amazing relationship I have and what an amazing wife I have. The reason I came last time was she just said, you really need to go, you love surfing, this is your type of vacation. I Sandra. Thank you so much. I love you and really appreciate it. And also thank you to Maya.
Our Valentine's was we had a morning surf, we took a bike ride, we took an afternoon surf, and then we had an epic meal from Dennis. So pretty much no Valentine's Day will ever compare to this Valentine's Day. It was awesome. It was the best.
I hate Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is ridiculous to me. I think it's completely made up and I can't stand it. But we had a great time on Valentine's Day. I don't think we knew it was Valentine's Day until about 11 a.m. into Valentine's Day.
But then we made it like Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
right? Very hard.
The conditions this week were, well, they started off fairly demurely, which was nice. The waves were, probably 2 to 3 feet.
We started out with smaller, more manageable waves, 3 to 4, 3 to 5 foot waves.
The first 3 days were fabulous. They were 4 to 6 feet and the waves were kind of soft and they had great faces.
So the first few days it was fairly small and a lot of open face waves, kind of easy rollers.
They started out kind of a typical Guiana's wave, nice size for us, probably sort of waist to head high.
Gave us a lot of chance to work on what our coaches were teaching us. Gave us a chance to get into the waves without too much difficulty.
And it was great, and we started out and I was able to work on a lot of the basic skills.
So that was a good warm up for what came a little bit later. Got pretty big.
In the last 2 days it got really burly and really big.
And then the swell changed, the waves picked up quite a bit, became a lot more powerful, a lot faster. Became, for me, more difficult, but Jesse, who was my coach, had me getting into those waves as well.
The team, I think just about every coach, really pushing me way beyond my comfort level and the bigger swells. I mean, that was like a big thing for me.
I'm just so thankful to have a host of people out in the lineup with you that are just there just in case. You feel safe.
Just to go out and just sit on the outside in these like massive waves that I've never even come close to surfing this size before. Just seeing them roll back in, and probably wouldn't have done that without the coaches, just their encouragement. That was amazing.
Some of the bigger sets coming in have been a little spooky, and I got held down one time, but Fran really got me back out there. It paid off, especially tonight. I feel like I got a good wave after getting spooked, and I was like so stoked after that. I just wanted to go right back out, even though it was time to go.
My most memorable moment was when I turned around and saw a wave that was twice as big as me, and I had made the drop and realized I was going to eat it. And I did.
Yeah, I had a few more wipeouts, but as I told the group in the beginning part of the week, one of my goals was to actually fall more, and what I meant by that was I was going to make more of an effort to accomplish more, learn more, push myself a little bit more, and I think I did that.
The really cool thing is I think I had at least 4 times I said that was the best wave I've ever had in my entire life.
I got the best waves of my life here this week.
I can't say enough about Asher and Harrison. My confidence through the week went up each and every day, and now I feel I don't know that I love big waves, but I know I can surf big waves.
My coach this week was Will. I can't say enough great things about him. He's just great, but all the coaches were. If Will was busy with Parag, who I teamed with, Fran came over and helped me a lot. Jesse came over and helped me a lot. Asher came over and helped me a lot. They do it in a way that's just so positive and so encouraging, and even in times when I felt like I wasn't able to go, like they were there pushing me, egging me on, making me go a little bit further to make me a better surfer. I feel completely accomplished this week.
I've never known of so many young, educated, professional people who are always positive and just make you feel like you're the only reason why they're there.
Everyone is working hard, working for you, working to make sure you're enjoying it and getting the most you can out of the experience and doing it with a smile on their face.
I'm just super impressed by what the people do to make this a really good experience.
And it's genuine. They're really interested in you. They're interested in you becoming a better surfer.
I learned so much this week, and I can't wait to go home and try it out on the waves at home.
To keep progressing in something that you love as an adult, I think often you get into life and responsibility. There is still room to carve out growing as a person and growing in something you love, and that keeps life fun.